Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. We are the Toughbook experts and leading refurbishers. Last episode, or part 1, we removed the front cabinet from the Panasonic Toughbook CF-30. This tutorial will be replacing that front cabinet with a brand new one. So I'm going to take this away, and here's the new one. And here is the monitor that we will be replacing as well. So for starters, you want to make sure that this foil or heating plate is on the outside of the monitor, as well as this ribbon cable. There's some electrical tape here. It would make your life a lot easier to just push that down on that part right there. There you go. Now there's another thing we got to do before we close it back up. We have to replace these two wires, as well as this wire and this wire here. Now we're going to go ahead on and replace the wires. Okay, we're going to replace this wire here. Next we're going to replace this wire here. These two wires, excuse me. That goes back into the inverter. And this red wire goes back into the inverter as well. There you go. Next, we are going to connect this ribbon cable here in the corner back onto the board. You can go ahead right on and replace that tape. These. Now there is these brackets on the outside of the top cover, which all have to be replaced. So before you start putting screws back, of course, you want to put these back on. There we go. Now we can replace the screws. Next, once the screws for the top cover have been replaced, you simply realign your hinge screws where they should be. Once it's overlaid, open up your Toughbook like so. At this point, it's okay to replace the hinge screws. Now we're going to replace the screws. tightening that. Now we're going to do hinge number 2. Just try to work around the wiring. As well as the plate covers. Actually, we can replace the LCD plate cover first. First, I have to connect the wires. I'll zoom in. These 2 LCD cables have to go back into their ports, or excuse me, connectors. You're going to have a little bit of a bulge here. That's just going to be there just for the fact that there's so many wires running underneath that cable cover. As long as everything is in its right spot, you should be fine. Now we're going to simply replace the cable cover, or excuse me, hinge cover. And then replace the screws. We're going to replace this hinge cover. At this point, you can even replace the keyboard. As well as the keyboard bezel. Okay, once the keyboard bezel has been replaced, then you have to replace the 2 screws in the back. Now we're just going to replace the 2 back screws, which needed to be removed for the monitor to be removed. There you have it. You just replaced the front cabinet for your Panasonic Toughbook CF-30. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video today, don't forget to hit the like button, label with the thumbs up at the bottom of the video.
Thanks for watching today. For more repair videos, click the link below. And remember, if you have a screwdriver, you can fix a computer.